Hi, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Let's see.
Yes, we can. Good morning.
Good morning. Experiencing technical difficulties. Bear with me one moment. So we're going to get in seated meditation. If you want to grab your blocks, have those available. You guys can still hear me okay? All right, let me turn down the music real quick. All right, here we go. Almost there, folks. Good morning. Happy Sunday. If you don't mind, I'm going to make sure everyone's muted. And just go ahead and come into our seated pose, Sukhasana. You can sit on a prop or whatever feels most comfortable for you. You guys see me? You guys can't see me, I'll move closer. Let's begin, shall we? Okay, I'm sure you guys can see me. Let me move the new setup. So apologies. You guys cannot see. Okay, that's good. So let's get started. Take a couple of nice breaths here. And let's begin by bringing some quietness and stillness to our body and mind. Go ahead and take a couple of breaths here. You guys hear me okay? Did I freeze? Uh-oh, I think I froze. Can you guys hear me? Good, okay, thank you. Thanks, Brad. All right. And if you haven't already taken the chance to close your eyes, go ahead and soften your eyes to a close. Let's take a full breath in. And a long cleansing breath, exhale out. Sitting up nice and tall and feeling rooted down through your sit bones. We begin by practicing quieting the mind. Let's take another full breath in. Feel your heart lift, your body feeling spacious inside. And a long exhale, softening your shoulders down, giving yourself permission to let go. Inhale again. And long exhale. In this moment, bring yourself to a place where you feel most relaxed, at ease. Maybe it's in the woods, walking along the beach, or a quiet space in your room. By bringing some quietness into your home, into your body, it allows you to hear the most important sound in the world. And that sound is your own voice. Listen to it. What is it saying to you? It's all above finding that calm within yourself. Take another smooth inhale in through the nose. And exhale, open mouth. When you're ready, allow your gaze to open up. Come to your surrounding as if. And let's go ahead. Remove any props underneath you. Sit up nice and tall. Let's draw our right ear down to the right side and lengthen your left arm out here. You can even use your right hand to gently guide your neck down and feeling that opening of the left side. Continue to breathe here and breathe out. Inhale, gently bring yourself back to center, and with control, let's draw your left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out. Inhale back to center, sit up nice and tall. And let's go ahead and drop your chin down towards your chest. You can even use your hands to gently guide your head down, optional, without putting too much pressure. Continue to notice your breath here. Inhale, gently come back to center and allow your gaze to follow, or if you have your eyes closed, that's okay too. And just to let your head drop gently behind, allowing your throat to feel a slight stretch and opening. And let's inhale back to center. Inhale, reach your arms wide here. Breathe in, stretch the sides, the front, the back. Breathe in again. And as you exhale, open twist to the left side here. Allow your hands to land gently down towards the earth. Inhale, lift your collarbone. Exhale, twist a little further. Begin to draw awareness to your spine, to your abdomen. Draw your gaze further over your shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's inhale back to center. Bring your attention forward. And as you exhale, twist over to the right side. Letting your hands land gently down. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, twist a little bit further. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, reach up towards the sky. And go ahead, hinge forward all the way down. Planting your palms down towards the earth. Hi guys, I am back. Just continue to flow and warm up on your own. Cat cow here. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's go ahead and lengthen your left arm out in front of you, keeping your knees down, yeah. And just reach forward without really leaning in. Just reach, stretch, and feel your side of your body lengthening out. Take a big breath in and exhale, land that palm back down to the earth. Go ahead and stretch your left leg out behind you, coming on the balls of your feet. Just Breathing in, breathing out. All right. Put it back down. Go ahead, bring your right leg up behind you. Draw your heels back, really feeling that opening, that lengthening of the calves. Inhale, float your right leg up behind. And exhale, cross it over to the left side. Let your gaze follow. Touch down here. Inhale, float back to center. And let's go ahead and bring it all the way to the right side, lengthening that leg out to the side. Inhale, float it back up to center and cross it over. Let your gaze follow. And inhale back to center and all the way out. Just noticing and feeling the sensation of that rotation of your spine. Breathing in and cross it over to the left side one more time. And inhale back to center and touch down. Go ahead and lengthen your left leg out behind you. Bring it onto the balls of that toe and draw your heels back. Give it a nice little stretch. Breathing in. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. Inhale, float that left leg up behind you. Exhale, cross it over to the right side. Let your gaze follow, feeling that twist of the side body. Inhale, back to center and draw it over to the left side, lengthening here. Continue to inhale, come back to center and exhale over to the right side. Inhale, back to center and then all the way to the left side, extending out. Beautiful. One more time here. Inhale, cross it over, let your gaze follow. And exhale, back to center and all the way to the left. On your next inhale, let's come to neutral tabletop here. Tuck your toes and slowly release your hips up and back and make your way into the first downward dog. Adjust your upside down V, alternate, cross, walking your dog, and let your gaze fall between your legs behind. Spreading your fingers wide, pushing your heart closer to your thighs. Big breath in and open mouth side out. Inhale, float your right leg behind you. Exhale, step between your hands, back knee down and rise up. Breathe in here. Exhale, if you have your block, go ahead and bring your blocks, bring it to your side and just lengthen that leg out behind you. Stack and continue to stack your hips above your knee. Flex that front foot, breathe into it. And exhale, replant that foot. Bring your palms back down and bring yourself back into your high plank and downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg behind you. Exhale, let's step between your hands. Release that right knee down and rise up here. Breathe into it. And we exhale, plant your hands on the mat or on the block and lengthen that left leg out. Continue to keep your hips back over your knee. Breathe here, soften your shoulders. Just tune into what your sensations, the body is telling you, what your mind is saying. Inhale, replant that left foot and step your right to meet your left into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift here. Your hands can be on your blocks. Lengthen the spine forward. Breathe here. Exhale, let's come into a forward fold. And root down and rise all the way up. Tadasana, high mountain. Lengthen here. And then bring your palms together. Exhale, full breath. 3 count, lunging salutation. Here we go. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right leg back, knee down. 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, step your left leg, high plank and downward dog. 2, 1. Inhale, right leg up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step between your hands, back knee down. 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, step your left foot to meet the right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. 2, 1. Root down and rise up. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale again. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palm, step the left leg back, knee down. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, right leg back, downward dog. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, foot your left leg up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step between your hands, right knee down. 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. 2, 1. Exhale, plant the palms, right foot to meet the left, forward fold. 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, root down, rise up. 2, 1. Exhale, down to heart center. Inhale, rise up. 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, right leg back, knee down. And rise, low lunge. Breathe. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into your high plank and downward dog. Glide into your high plank. And slowly release the knees down and lower all the way to your belly, hugging your elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra here. Breathe. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift yourself back up into your downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Exhale, step between your hands, back knee down. Rise, low lunge. Breathe here. Exhale, plant the palms, left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hug it in. Root down and rise up. And let's bring the palms down to heart center. Inhale again, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe, listen to your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step your left leg back, knee down. Inhale, rise. Full breath. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into high plank, downward dog. Inhale, glide into your high plank, release the knees down and lower, hugging your elbows in all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, float your hands a few inches off the mat, and exhale, press down, lift your hips up and back into your downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg behind you. Exhale, step between your hands, back knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet the left, forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Listen to your body. Feel it move with you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down and rise up. Allow yourself to just practice tuning out. Bring your palms together. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open twist to the right side. Inhale, rise. Open twist to the left. Inhale, rise up. Just unstep your left leg behind you. Come into your high lunge here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep your arms behind. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach behind. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep it behind. Woo. Inhale, rise. Give yourself here a moment. Cactus the arms. Open it up, your heart. Draw the corners of your mouth up and smile. Happy Sunday. Inhale, rise up. Let's spin the back foot flat and open. Lengthen, make yourself feel big. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, we bend into that front knee. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reach up. Now pivot your front foot to face the long end of the mat so they're parallel. Your feet are parallel. Now pivot the back foot to face the short end of the mat and open and bend into that back leg here. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reach up. Give yourself a nice stretch. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reach up. Now pivot the back foot again to parallel with the front foot, long end. And then go ahead, bring your exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, letting your gaze follow. Release your hands onto the earth. And let's go ahead and side lunge to the back of your mat, lengthening that front leg onto the heels, lengthening that front leg out. Inhale, move to the front of your mat, side lunge, lengthening the back leg out. Softening shoulders. Inhale, one more time to the back of your mat and hold here for a moment. Option to place your hands on the block or come into prayer. Breathe into it. Breathe into the back of your front leg. Take notice, draw awareness there. How do you feel? What sensations arise? Check in with yourself. Inhale, slowly pivot to the front of your mat. Frame that front foot with your hands and release the back knee down. Make a fist with the outside hand. What side are we on? Right side. And then slowly lift. Pretend you're holding a dumbbell, lift it up. And exhale, placing that dumbbell back down. Inhale, raise your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, place that dumbbell back down. Now this time, bring that dumbbell all the way up and spread your fingers up towards the sky. Open your palm, and then option to lift the back knee off the earth and hold here into a twist. Breathe into it. Feel that hip flexor, giving it some love, some space. Breathe into that spot. One more breath in, and exhale, release your right palm down. Let's go ahead, bring your back foot closer to you and spin it flat and lengthen the front leg. You can use your blocks to elevate the earth to meet where you're at for your palms. So your front leg is lengthened, your right leg is lengthened, your back leg is lengthened. Drive that right thigh bone back as you draw your left hip forward. Breathe into it. Soften as you exhale. Let's inhale, rebend your right knee. Bring your right hand slightly out at a diagonal, either onto a block or on the mat. And then lift your left leg up behind you. Bring your hand onto your heart and open up to the side. Flex that floating foot behind you. Pretend you're kicking a wall. Let it shake, let it wobble. You know, today, this morning I woke up thinking about all the things, what do I want to talk about today? You know, it's a few things talking about practicing being in stillness, quieting the mind to allow yourself to hear you. And then the other thing is doing hard things, right? I think that's been a theme that's kind of floating around these days. Breathe in. Go ahead and as you exhale, draw your gaze down towards the earth. Rebend that right knee and bring the left knee behind the right. Come into your curtsy squat or Shiva squat and bring your hands to prayer in front of you. Breathe. Inhale, rooting down through that right foot. Draw your left knee up towards the sky. And exhale, sink down into your chair. Inhale, rooting down through your left foot, right knee up towards the sky. And exhale, step it back into your crescent. Sorry. Woo, let it wobble. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep your hands behind. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep it behind. One more time. Inhale, rise. This time, spin the back foot down and open yourself up to the long end of your mat on the other side. Beautiful. Hold here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Hold here. Inhale, lengthen. Now spin the front foot to be parallel with the back. Spin the back foot to be facing the short end, the back of the mat, and bend into that back leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen. Now pivot the back foot to be parallel with the front into your star. Breathe and give yourself a nice stretch. You are a superstar because you showed up. As you exhale, bring your hands to your lower back or to your waist. And inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinging at the hips, come forward. Let your gaze follow. And then slowly release your fingertips onto the earth and come all the way down. Just release your head down for a moment. Take a big breath in. And then go ahead and exhale. Side lunge to the back of your mat, lengthening that front leg. Again, now breathe into the back of that leg. Create space. A lot of times we're walking, so our knees are bent. So this time instead, we're intentionally lengthening, creating space so that energy flows smoothly. Inhale, slowly bring yourself to the front and lengthen that back leg. Spread your toes wide. And then inhale, come back to the back of your mat one more time here. Breathe into it. On your next inhale, go ahead and spin, pivot towards the front of the mat and frame your front foot with your hands. Release the back knee down. Make a fist with your left hand and pretend you're holding a dumbbell and lift up towards the side. Twist. Feel the rotation of your spine and place it back down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Pretend you're lifting that 150-pound dumbbell, right? Because you can do it eventually, right? Inhale, this time slowly lift and open your fingers up towards the sky. If you want, you can tuck the back of your toe, lift your knees off the earth and hold here. How does that feel? Is it challenging? Is it easy? Take a moment just to acknowledge and recognize the sensation without needing to change any of it. Oftentimes when we're stuck on something, we feel the necessity to change rather than just sitting with it. So I want you to sit with this in this moment. How are you feeling? Breathe into it. And slowly exhale, bring that palm back down, touch down. Bring your back leg closer to you and spin it flat behind you as you lengthen the front leg out. Lengthen that left leg out. Draw your left hip bone to the back as you draw your right hip forward. Breathe into it. Again, you can place your hands on the blocks to elevate the earth. Full breath in and exhale, soften into it. On your next inhale, rebend your left knee. Bring your left hand slightly at a diagonal. And when you're ready, rooting down to the left foot, float your right leg out behind you. Bring your right hand to your heart and open up to the side of the mat. Hold here and breathe. Breathe into it. One more full breath. And then exhale, look down, rebend that front leg. Bring your right knee behind your left knee and come into your squat here. Into prayer. Rooting down to the left foot, rise that right knee up. And then sink back down, bending knees, hips back into your chair. Inhale, rooting down to your right foot, left knee up. And exhale, super behind. Press in here, high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, super behind. Inhale, rise up. Now spin that back foot down, open up to the long end of your mat. Soften your shoulders. Inhale, come to your star pose. Here's pivot the feet to be parallel. Exhale, pivot the back foot to face the end and bend into the back. Warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Inhale, back to your star to the center. Exhale, lunge in the front, warrior 2. Let's bring the palms together to heart center and side lunge to the back of your mat here. Lengthen that right leg out in front of you. Breathe in. Exhale, let's go ahead and pivot to the front of the mat, framing that front foot with your hands. Option to keep the back knee lifted or lowered, and then bring your right hand up towards the side into a twist. Hold there. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, plant that hand down, bring your back foot closer, lengthen both legs out. So your right leg is lengthened out in front of you. Your hands can be on block. Breathe here. Inhale, rebend that right leg in front, right hand forward, and then you're gonna float your left leg up behind you into the side. Half moon here. Let it shake, let it wobble. If this is hard, I want you to embrace it. Because by embracing hard things, you're gonna grow out of it. You're gonna grow into a new version of you, right? That's the theme. One more breath in. Exhale, look down, rebend that front knee and bring that back knee to behind the front. Come into your squat. Inhale, root down to the right foot, left knee up, and exhale, sink into your chair. Inhale, rooting down to that left foot, right knee up, and exhale, scoop it back, step back into your high lunge here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, scoop it behind. Inhale, rise. Bend the back foot down and open to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, pivot your feet so you're parallel star pose. Exhale, spin to the back of the mat, warrior 2. Bend into the back of that leg. Inhale, star pose again to the center. Exhale, bend into it. Bring your hands to heart center, and we're gonna lunge to the back of the mat, lengthening your left leg out in front. One more breath in. Inhale, let's go ahead and pivot to the front of the mat, framing that left foot with your hands, and then reach your left arm up towards the sky. Breathe here. One more full breath. Exhale, go ahead and touch down. Bring your right leg behind you closer. Spin it flat behind you as you lengthen that left leg out. Drawing your left thigh bone back, right hip forward. Inhale here. Inhale, rebend that front left knee. Place your left hand forward and then go ahead, float your back leg up and open up to the side of the wall or the mat. One breath in here. Exhale, rebend and bring that back knee to be behind the front knee. Squat here. Woo, a lot of balancing, right? We're practicing balancing because life is balancing, right? It's hard, but you're doing it. Inhale, rooting down to the left foot, right knee up. And exhale, let's sink into your chair. Inhale, let's come onto the tippy toes as you holding in chair. Soften your shoulder blades down your back, let it shake, let it wobble. Breathe here. Exhale, plant your heels down and rise up. Give yourself a nice stretch. Oh. And exhale, sink back into your chair and come onto your tippy toes once more. Breathe into it. You can do hard things. Let it shake, let it wobble. If it's not challenging enough, what can you do to make it a little bit more challenging? Let's go ahead and bring the heels down and rise up. Breathe into it. Exhale, sink back down. Now come back onto your tippy toes. Hold here. Option is to slowly rise up on your tippy toes. Rise. Woo. And slowly bring your heels down and sink back into your chair. Hold here. Hold into chair, then slowly sink all the way like an elevator, coming all the way down to your glutes here. Ooh, doesn't have to be pretty. Lengthen your arms forward. As you exhale, bring your palms to face the sky and slowly come all the way down to your back. You can lengthen your legs out or keep them bent. So take a moment to ask yourself what it is you want to do. And then when you're ready, inhale, slowly rise up like you're holding a plate of, what is it? Plate of breakfast items, fruit, croissants. Exhale, let's slowly come back down. Plate of waffles. And let's inhale again. Bring that plate of food, good morning nourishment to you and to others. And exhale, all the way down. One more time, inhale. What is it that you're going to nourish yourself with? And exhale, come all the way down. Last time, inhale. Reach forward here. And exhale, come back to center. Now, if you haven't bent your knees, go ahead and bend your knees here, your legs. Bring your hands behind you. Give yourself a nice little scoop and open up the heart. Draw your elbows wide. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. When you're ready, slowly bring your right leg up and then the left leg. Make yourself feel balanced. When you're ready, lengthen your left arm out and then your right arm out. Hold here. Breathe into it. If you ever need to hold on for support, please practice asking for support, right? There's no reason not to if you have all the people in the world and resources to ask, to lean on. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lengthen the legs and come all the way down into your low boat. Hold here, you're floating. Now draw awareness to your core and then inhale, come back up. Exhale, release down. Breathe. Drawing your navel to your spine and come back up. 2 more times here. You're doing great. Exhale. And again, throughout today's practice, if you need to pause, please do so. It's not a competition. Let that ego go, right? Listen to what you need. One more time. Inhale down. Exhale, come all the way up. And inhale. This time, come all the way down to your back. And then lengthen your arms overhead. Nice stretch here. Breathe in. Exhale, hug your knees in. And then bring your hands behind your hamstrings and rock up and down. Up and down. On the 3rd time, cross your ankle and make yourself into your tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back into your downward dog. Walk your dog here. Take your gaze to your feet. Make sure they're hip width, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, float your heel as high as you can, like you're wearing high heels. You're going out. And let's go ahead, rooting down through your right palm. Slowly roll onto the outer edges of that right foot. Lift your left arm up towards the side into a side plank. Option to bring that bottom leg down for more support if you need. Inhale, reach up. Can you draw that top hip slightly higher? And just taking notice. Can you lengthen the arm over your top ear and see how that feels? What does that create in your body, in your home? Do you want to make more space? And inhale the top arm back. Exhale, touch down. Bring yourself back to your high plank and downward dog. Glide into your high plank. Now this time, gripping the mat with your finger, rooting down through your left hand. Come onto the fingertips of that right hand. Inhale, lengthen your right hand out in front of you. Option to stay here to add some intensity and heat. Again, draw awareness to your core, engage that core, and then slowly float your left leg up behind. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. And then 5 count lower, all the way down to your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes. Lengthen your arms above you. Floating only your arms up. Inhale, float the arms up, legs glued. Exhale, release. Placing your arms down, only the bottom half of your body. Inhale, float your legs up. And exhale, release. Inhale, float your arms and legs off the earth. Hold here. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale. As you exhale, cactus the arms. And then go ahead and draw it all the way to your low back. Interlace the hands. And then draw your knuckles towards your heels as you continue to open up your front body. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. And we slowly exhale. Bring your hands to the side of your body. Press yourself into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Take a big breath in. And open mouth, exhale. Inhale, gently bring yourself back into your downward dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, hop or walk up to your hands. Inhale, give yourself a nice halfway lift here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hug it in. And inhale, bending the knees, sink the hips back, come into your chair. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, release. And rise up, stretch. Exhale, sink back down into your chair. And then come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, release, and rise up. Breathe. Exhale, sink back down. Come onto your tippy toes. Now, option to stay here, or you can come and slowly challenge yourself to rise up onto your tippy toes. Woo. And slowly release the heels and sink back into your chair pose. And as you do so, like an elevator, come all the way down with control. Go ahead, you can keep your knees bent or lengthened, and then slowly roll all the way down to your belly. Inhale, bring your platter through back up toward, here you go, Michelle. And exhale, all the way down. Inhale, bring your food to serve, nourish, to share. Here you go, Henry. Exhale, come all the way down. One last time, inhale, all the way up. Here you go, Sister Jen. And exhale, hold it here. Bring your hands behind your hamstring. Now adjust as you need it. Take a big breath in. Cleansing breath and exhale. Option then slowly bring one leg up at a time and the other. Now again, draw awareness to your core, belly button to the spine. Open up the heart, one hand at a time. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale here. As you exhale, go ahead and lower to low boat. You're in command of your boat, your ship, and come back up. Inhale, way down. Exhale. Woo. Inhale down. Exhale here. Now this time we're gonna go all the way down. Woo, with control. And release your arms overhead. Nice stretch. Feel your heart opening. Exhale, hug yourself in tight. Bring that love back into you. Bring your hands behind your hamstrings and rock and roll up and down 3 times. Continue to breathe here. And take a moment. How do you feel? On your 3rd time, go ahead and cross at the ankle and bring yourself back into your hands and knees. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back into downward dog. Take a big breath in, spread your fingers wide, root down. Check your feet again. Make sure the hip width. Inhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Wearing high heels again. Rooting down through the left hand. Slowly roll onto the outer edge of that left side. Bring your right hand up towards the sky. Option to bring that bottom knee down. Hold here. And again, can you draw that top hip slightly up and away? Breathe into it. One more breath in. And exhale, slowly come back down. Touch down into your high plank. Hold here in high plank. Grip the mat. Rooting down through your right hand. Slowly lift the left arm out. Option to add more heat. Slowly lift your right leg. Float the right leg behind you and hold here. 5, 4, you can do hard things. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly release. Shift forward and come down 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Untuck the toes. Lengthen your arms above you. Arms only. Inhale, float up. Exhale, glue your arms down. Legs only. Inhale, float up. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms and legs float up and hold here and breathe. Breathe into it. Lengthen, stretch yourself apart as you continue to float up. Inhale and exhale. How deep is your love? Feel it. Ask yourself. Close your eyes. Inhale, you can do hard things. Yesterday, speaking of which, as you exhale, cactus the arms behind you, all the way to your low back. Do the opposite thumb on top of the other. Draw your knuckles towards your heels, opening up the heart. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly release. Bring your hands to either side and push yourself into your child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Sink your hips down. Lengthen your arms above you. Speaking of hard things, yesterday my husband went out running at 6 in the morning in this crazy, mad, rain, windy of a morning and darkness. He's been training for a marathon that's coming up. And you know what? His mindset is, if I can train in this torrential downpour wind, I can do anything. And he puts himself in people who have to train in snow. And yesterday when he came back, he was like, wow, that was tough, but now I know I can do it. So I believe in you guys. Let's go ahead and inhale. Come to your tabletop into cat-cow. Drop the belly, look up, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And give yourself side to side wiggle of the hips. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Again, back, walk your dog here. Let's float our right leg behind you. And then bend the knees, open up the hips here. At the same time, can you root down evenly through both hands? Take a moment to steady your body. And it's not about doing the pose perfectly. Rather, it's about taking notice of what you're doing and how you can connect your mind, body, and your breath all together into one. Inhale, re-square the hips and draw your right knee to come behind that right wrist, paralleling, lengthening the shin along, and then drawing that back leg behind you. Woo. Your hands, you can rest on your hands on the block or even your forehead. If you want to feel a little intensity, you can come all the way down to your forearm, hold here. Breathe into it. Notice what you notice. And know that where you are right now, that is where your power is, by showing up. Let's inhale, slowly bring your hands back up, lifting your heart, and then that back leg, sweep it in front and cross it over, okay? So we're gonna kind of come into a seated twist. Bring your left hand behind you, inhale, reach your right arm up, and as you exhale, twist over to the left side. You can hug that knee or you can draw the elbow to the outside using it like a lever, right? Lever to kind of help you twist. At the same time, soften your shoulder blades down your spine behind. Breathe into it. And take notice now of the space in your mouth. Can you give it some space? Make it spacious, relaxed. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale slowly, bring that left leg behind and sweep it behind you again. Now we're gonna alternate sides. Plant your palms, tuck your back toe, bring yourself to a high plank, downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg behind you, bend the knees and open up the hips here. Again, can you root down evenly through both palms, connecting with the earth, and at the same time, noticing that your leg behind you, one is floating up above the sky. It's just connecting all of these sensations into one. One more breath in. Exhale, re-square the hips, draw your left knee behind that left wrist, parallel your shin to the short end of the mat, tuck your toe behind you and lengthen it behind. And again, you can stay here or you can come onto your forearm. You can untuck that back toe. Just taking notice now. How does this side feel? And we're only asking these questions. The more questions we ask, the more we learn. So it's not necessarily about just only asking questions during our practice, but we ask questions throughout our entire lives because that is how we learn, curiosity. That is how children learn. I know my kids are always asking me why after another. And I know part of it is their playfulness, but the other part is really, truly how they learn and absorb information and grow. So be open to just asking questions without feeling the need to feel a certain way. Is it silly? Is it dumb? And know that that's only your ego talking. Let's inhale, slowly come back to your hand, sweep your right leg behind and come all the way. Inhale, bring your right hand behind you, left hand up towards the sky, and then exhale, twist. You can hug that knee or you can draw the elbow to the outside. And again, inhale, lift the heart, exhale, twist a little further and hold there. Now using your breath, how can you use the breath to help you feel that connection without feeling a sense of needing to push to a point of pain? Where is that threshold for you? Breathe into it. And as you exhale, slowly unwind, sweep that front top leg back. Bring your hands to the front, come into your high plank and downward dog. Inhale, come into your high plank again. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, glide into your high plank and downward dog one more time. Inhale, glide into your high plank. Step your left foot to the outside of the left hand, the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and then squat. You can use your props to elevate the earth up to meet you where you're at if necessary, and bring your palms to prayer. Using your elbows, go ahead and open up the hips and lift your heart here. Take a moment. Or maybe even going back a little bit, if you're hinging forward, take notice of how your breath feels here, and then slowly see if you can open up the heart and see how it feels when you breathe now. I notice that when I'm slouching, I have a hard time breathing because you're constricting your pathways. So instead, I want you to root down and rise up, creating that pathway to cleanse your energy, to give you nourishing breath inside and out. Breathe, soften your jaw. One more breath in. And exhale, slowly roll forward. And then come all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way up into a standing position. Shrug your shoulders up and down. Up and down. One more time. Inhale, shrug it up. And as you exhale, bend the knees, hinge forward, and come all the way down again. This time, bring your hands behind your low back and draw your knuckles up towards the sky. Let your head hang here. Your knees, you can continue to bend into those knees there. And while you're holding here, can you Draw your shoulder blades. Continue to draw them together as you open up the front body. And can you give yourself permission to let your head hang freely without needing to feel like you need to hold it up or you need to look to see what everyone else is doing. Give yourself permission to not care in this moment, but only to listen to yourself. That is called being brave. If it's not something new, if it's something new for you, I want you to cultivate doing something uncomfortable. That is part of doing something hard. Breathe into it. And exhale, slowly release. Plant your palms. Step yourself back into your high plank. Where your hands are, slowly lower the right elbow to where your right hand is, the left elbow to where the left hand is, and then release your knees down and come into your Sphinx pose. Draw your heart forward. Breathe and soften your shoulder blades down your back. And then exhale, tuck your toes. And then we're gonna come into our forearm plank here. You can either plant your palms down, shoulder width, or you can interlace your hands. Hold here, draw your heels back, let your gaze follow so that your neck and spine is lengthened together, creating that smooth line of energy. Breathe into it and hold. Because in this moment, where you are right now is where your power is. Draw your awareness, draw the belly button up towards your spine. Draw your heel, continue to lengthen and charge and activate your legs, your glutes, your thighs, your knees. You're stepping into the brand new kind of you. For some of us, it's taken a long time for us to get here. For some of us, we're just continuing to do better, getting better and stronger. And all we can do is try. Let us shake, let us wobble, embrace it all. Because by doing so, you're gonna take yourself to new places that you have yet to visit. Breathe into it. One breath in. As you exhale, slowly release the knees back down and bring yourself back into your Sphinx pose. And exhale, bring your big toes together, knees wide. Sink into your heels as you come into child's pose. Take a moment, spread your fingers wide. And then inhale, let's glide back into our forearm plank. Lengthen your legs out behind you. Hold here. Take a big breath in and hold. Let your gaze follow. I choose courage over comfort. I am strong and I am only getting stronger. I have my full confidence in my ability to succeed. And in this moment here, recognize your power. Don't be surprised by it. I want you to notice what you notice. Allow the stories that are limiting you, push them away. Breathe into it. Feel that power. Let it shake. Breathe into it. Let growth be your mission. Let freedom be your destination. And love, your self-love, be your guide. Love yourself harder than you've ever before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the knees down. Come back into your Sphinx, heart forward. And exhale, big toes together, knees wide. Sink your torso down between your thighs. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, let's come to your tabletop. Bring your knees to hip width. Cross at the ankle. Sit back, lengthen your legs out in front of you. And let's go ahead and hug our knees all the way down. Let's rock side to side. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Open your arms out into a T. Drop both knees to the right side. Hold there for a moment. You can begin to soften your eyes to a close. And then inhale, gently come back to center. And exhale, bring both knees to the left. With each exhale, can you soften your shoulder blades closer to the earth? With each exhale, can you release a little bit more that's no longer serving you so you can create space for the new? Let's inhale back to center. Hug your knees in tight. Hug it tight. And then bring your forehead to kiss your knees and inhale and hold it here into that tight, tight ball. Hold, hold, hold. Continue to inhale. And then slowly exhale like a lotus blossoming. Open yourself up. Lengthen your legs down towards the mat. Lengthen your arms alongside you, palm facing up. Take a breath in and a slow, long exhale out, allowing your entire body to melt into the earth. Allow your feet to fall to the sides. Allow your calves, your thighs to fall. Allow your hips to draw closer to the earth. Allow your fingertips naturally curl in. Take another breath in and feel the rise of your stomach. And exhale long and slow as you allow yourself to let everything go. Allow your jaw to soften and be spacious all around in your mouth. And let the space between your eyebrows smooth out. The more we love ourselves, the more easily prosperity and miracles can flow into our lives. As your self-love grows stronger, so do the waves of change that you can create. If you drifted away, slowly bring your attention back to your breath. Take a big breath in and lengthen your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice stretch. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. And inhale one more time. And exhale, hug your knees in. Hugging yourself, saying thank you. Celebrate this moment. You did it. This moment here is your power. This moment here is you showing up, knowing the importance of pouring back into yourself as you often pour out for others. Keeping the eyes closed, go ahead and roll onto either side and pause there for a moment. Allow your mind to practice pausing. Allow your mind and body to practice being still. Pause, breathe, observe, accept, release, and transform as you're here in this position of birth, rebirth. Keeping the eyes closed. When you're ready, allow yourself to come up to a seated position. Bring both hands over to your heart. Sit up nice and tall with dignity. Be proud. And underneath your hands, that heart of yours, the heart is filled with love, strength, joy, peace. You have everything that you need to grow, to thrive. It's always been inside of you. And all you need to do is give yourself permission to pause and notice. Let's bring our hands together to heart center. Take another breath in. Full breath in. Lengthen, rise. Staying lifted. Exhale long and draw the corners of your mouth up and smile. Wow. Recognize that power here because it is you, that light. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Let peace, love, strength thrive inside you. May you always feel it. May you live it. And may you share your magic with the world. Namaste. Hi, friends. All right. Let me pause here. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me with my technical difficulties. I have Michelle here. Michelle, do you want to come for a photo op?
Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome. Okay, let's take a photo here. See? It's nice to have some of you back and some newbies. Hi.
Hi, Michelle. Morning.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you, yogis. Have a wonderful Sunday and a coming week, and I will see you again soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks, Julie.
Welcome.
You're the best.
Bye.
Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.